My name is Walter Raymond Henson. I'm 79 years old. I've been living alone since my wife passed, in the same house we bought back in the 80s. Most mornings start the same now. I wake up before the sun, even though I don't need to. There's no alarm anymore, but my body still acts like it's got somewhere to be. I sit on the edge of the bed for a while, just breathing, letting my knees wake up. The house is quiet in a way that feels heavier than silence ever should. I shuffle into the kitchen and make coffee for one. I still use the same old drip machine. It gurgles and clicks like it always did. I pour the mug, sit down, and stare at the wall clock. It hasn't worked in years. I never fixed it. Linda used to remind me. I always said I'd get to it. I met Linda when I was 26. She worked the front desk at a small insurance office. I was already working construction back then. Long hours, early mornings, sore hands. I liked the feeling of being needed. I liked knowing I could provide. That mattered to me more than I realized at the time. We got married fast. Bought this house 5 years later. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Nothing fancy. I told myself I'd upgrade someday. Bigger place, better neighborhood. Just needed a few more good years at work. Work kept getting bigger. Projects got longer. Responsibilities stacked up. I started supervising crews, then managing them. I was proud of that. I came home tired most nights, dirty boots by the door. Linda would ask how my day went. I'd say long, and that was usually it. There were dinners she made that I barely tasted. I'd eat fast, watching the clock, thinking about the next morning. Sometimes she'd talk about her day, something small, something that mattered to her. I'd nod, half listening, already somewhere else in my head. On Sundays, I told myself I deserved rest. I'd sit in the living room, papers spread out, making notes, planning the week. Linda would sit nearby, flipping through magazines, waiting for me to look up. Most times, I didn't. Years moved like that. Not fast exactly, just steady, predictable. We didn't fight much. That's something people always say, like it's a good thing. I'm not so sure anymore. We didn't talk much either. I remember one night, late, I came home after a 14-hour shift. Linda was sitting at the kitchen table. She had a plate covered with foil. She said she waited. I told her she didn't have to. She said she wanted to. I ate standing up. She watched me. I didn't notice until later. I missed doctor appointments with her. Not all of them, just enough. I missed a few birthdays, too. I always made up for it later. Or at least I thought I did. A card, flowers, a dinner the next weekend. She started coughing in her late 60s. Nothing dramatic at first. Just a dry cough that wouldn't go away. She mentioned it. I told her we'd get it checked. Work was busy that month. By the time we went in, it wasn't nothing anymore. Hospital waiting rooms are strange places. Too quiet, too bright. I sat there flipping through old magazines, thinking about emails I hadn't answered. Linda squeezed my hand. I squeezed back, but my mind kept drifting. When they told us it was cancer, I nodded like I understood. I didn't. Not really. I thought in timelines, treatments, schedules. I asked how long recovery would take. That question still bothers me. I kept working. I told myself I had to. Insurance, bills, stability. Linda said she understood. She always did. She stopped cooking as much. I started picking up takeout on the way home. We ate in front of the TV, less talking. She got weaker, slower. I helped when I could, or when I noticed. Some nights I fell asleep before she did. I didn't hear her coughing in the bathroom. I didn't hear her crying either. The last year, she slept more during the day. I'd come home and find her in the recliner, blanket tucked around her. The house smelled like medicine and dust. I'd tell her about work. She'd smile. Sometimes she closed her eyes while I talked. I thought she was tired. The night she died, I was late again. Traffic, then a call from the site. I told her I'd be home soon. She said okay. Her voice sounded thin. I didn't rush. When I walked in, the house was too quiet. No TV. No light in the living room. I found her in the bedroom. She was already gone. The lamp was still on. She was lying on her side, like she was resting. I stood there for a long time. I don't know how long. I kept thinking I should say something. Anything. But there was nothing left to say. The days after blurred together. Paperwork, phone calls, people bringing food I didn't eat. Everyone said I was strong. I nodded. I didn't feel anything. Or maybe I felt too much. Now it's just me. The same kitchen, same chair. I still catch myself setting out 2 plates sometimes. I still listen for her footsteps in the hallway. They never come. I go through old drawers now. Things I never looked at before. Notes she wrote. Appointment reminders. Lists with my name on them. Tell Walt. Ask Walt. I keep finding those words. Sometimes I sit in the car after driving home from nowhere in particular. Engine off. Hands on the wheel. I remember all the nights I did this same thing. Just trying to get a few quiet minutes before walking inside. Back then, I thought I was tired from work. Now I think I was avoiding being present, avoiding conversations I didn't know how to have. I still have my career plaque in the garage, 41 years. It's dusty now. I don't look at it much. It doesn't say anything about who is waiting at home. Most nights I eat at the kitchen table. Same spot she sat. I talk sometimes, out loud. Just little things. The weather, something I saw on the news. I stop halfway through sometimes. Feels strange continuing. People ask if I'd do anything differently. I usually say no. Old habits die hard. But when the house gets quiet enough, and the clock isn't ticking, I start thinking about all the times she waited.